Brian Powell of I Run Far with Henri Ansio before the 2021 Grand Trail des Templiers. How are you, Henry?
Oh, fine, thanks.
Yeah, this is our first time interviewing you, so I'd love to know a little bit about your history with sports.
Yeah, I started running like 10 years ago or 20 years ago for losing weight, and then I got start racing like marathons 10 years ago, and then start to being better and better for racing. So nowadays I'm more like uh, competition runner than losing weight. So,
Yeah.
but not the background history from teenager about racing or running. So,
Yeah. So it's interesting. You're not the only one who's come to the very competitive end of ultra running from just starting to run to lose weight and be more healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I realized that this fun way to be in shape and like to run, and running is a good sport for me. So I like to starting from the marathons and then from ultra running and then from trail running. So all kind of running.
Yeah. How many years into your running did you make that transition from maybe health and recreation to wanting to compete a little?
Maybe it was something like almost 6 years ago.
Okay.
When I started to run ultra marathons and run the sub 3 in marathon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And how long? I mean, how did you get into trail running? Because you said you were doing marathons, so I would guess you were running on the roads. But how did you find trail?
Yeah, I'm. My background is from the marathon running and flat sections, flat running. So from trail running, in Finland we have this Tunturi marathon race in Lapland, and I have been there for winter time almost every year, and I was skiing there, but I haven't been running there anything before the 2014 that there was this running race in the trails first time. So then I loved it. I like to go to the trail race.
So you knew the area before.
Yeah, but it was from the winter time, so I haven't been never there like summertime. So it was like new experience, and I have been running marathons in flat, but like a first trail running marathon for me. And from the first time, from the first race, I won, and then I loved it. Running. Maybe that helped. I realized that I'm very good at this.
Well, you are really good at this. You've run Les Templiers 2 times. You've been 5th and 3rd. Why does this race? Why is it good for you?
Yeah. Because of my background on the marathon running, because there's quite long gravel sections with flat sections where it's very runnable, and that suits very good for me, and not big climbs like in southern Finland. Where I train, the biggest hill is 67 meters.
67 meters.
Yeah. So I struggles with the 1,000-meter vertical climbs. So these climbs are just like 400, 500 meters, so better for me.
Yeah.
And then there's flat runnable sections in between those. So it's very, very good race for me, not too technical about except the last 10K. But I like the first part because it's runnable and good for me, and good combination of flat sections and technical sections.
How do you think you can improve? Do you think you can improve upon your 3rd position in the past, and what do you need to do to do that?
Yeah, that would be hard. I had very good races 2 times in here, so it will be hard to improve from that. Maybe the last 10K, that's hard for me, but that's hard for everybody because everybody is so tired in that part. So at least last time I caught a lot of people in the last 10K or last 25K. So I don't know. Yeah.
What's harder? Because in that last 10K, there's a very hard climb and a very hard descent. Which is more of a challenge for you?
Yeah, maybe the descent. Yeah, because that goes after the long climb. So you destroy your legs in the climbs, and then you struggle in the descent. So It's
Yeah.
hard.
I think this is our first time ever interviewing a Finnish runner. So can you tell me a little bit about the trail running culture in Finland?
Yeah, it started like first trail running. This most famous in Finland is the Marathon of Dangers. It's like 15 years ago, and there was like 5 guys, below 10 guys,
Yeah.
and then it started, and 10 years ago there started to be more trail running races, and nowadays the culture has been grown up very rapidly, like last 5 years.
Hmm.
So there has been this kind of uh, tour that takes several big races in Finland, and then in Lapland, and there is very nice courses that for trail running. So
Yeah.
it's nice, and then people are loving to get to the new places.
And is it a mix of the new people in the sport? Is it a mix of people coming from road marathons or 10Ks, and as well as people who just come from enjoying the forest?
Yeah, probably both. Lots of people are going from the road marathons
Okay.
to trail runnings, and new experience for them. And most popular races are sold out in one day,
Wow.
even though those are like a thousand people. So it's very popular.
I
nowadays.
imagine that at least in my mind, I think of Finland and I think of a very difficult winter. A lot of snow, cold. How do you train through the winter?
From the south, there is not so many, not so much snow nowadays.
Okay.
I like to see ski a lot of in the winters when it's snow, but in the southern part there is
Not enough.
not nowadays, not so much. It's like raining water and cold and dark.
That's not fun.
That's the hard part, to keep the motivation in the dark days. But when in the summertime we have lots of sun, so it's good that day. But yeah, it's hard to train uphills, at least in the south. And but there is quite technical terrain in the
Okay.
trails in Finland, so it's good training.
It'll prepare you for the difficult sections here.
Yeah, similar type, because in Finland there's lots of roots and stones, and you have to be very balanced and check where you land on
Thank
your
you.
foot. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And best of luck this weekend. Thank
Thank you.